So IA dynamics, we can this L this you can neglect, and IA is coming as it is, and this torque is actually equal to KT multiplied by IA, and this having some J and BM. So this torque is using for this purpose. So it is in Laplace domain is like this. So we
Sir,
can
sir, in the first equation, RA will be multiplied by IA.
IA multiplied by RA.
Hmm. And why are we neglecting inductance?
Inductance is neglecting because you are having a mechanical electromechanical system. So this L is actually that time constant of L is very less compared to those mechanical parts. So those will settle with a higher frequency. So it can be neglected. So if you are having some 50 hertz something, and if you are running with a 1 hertz frequency, that 50 hertz you can neglect because that is not coming in the actual bandwidth of the system. So we are neglecting L time. And this torque equation is like this. And whatever we are done last time, it can be converted to a block diagram. So this EA minus EB that is coming here, and you are multiplying that with 1 by RI will give you IA in this equation. EA minus EB by RI is IA. That is multiplied by KT will give you torque. And the torque, this torque equation is this one. So this torque upon JMS square plus BMS will give you theta of S. So this torque 1 by JMS plus BM. So yes, 1 by S we are taking out to derive this omega m, and this omega m multiplied by KB is EB, and here you will get theta. So you have to find out a transformation between theta m and EA. So this is the block diagram of the system. So is this system is closed loop or open loop? Hello?
Closed loop.
Closed loop.
Why you are telling it is closed loop?
Because the feedback KB is going.
Feed.
There is a feedback of KB.
Yeah, this is one of the mistake. This KB is actually internal to the motor. We are not measuring anything from the outside, anything from there, and we are not feedbacking this one. It is actually a natural feedback. So this system theta m upon EA is open loop system. Understand? Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, if you are measuring something with any sensor and you are feedbacking that thing, that is called feedback system or closed loop system. Here it is naturally happening. When you are supplying EA, that omega m will be there according to that equation, and that omega m corresponding to each speed, this motor is rotating. So when the motor is rotating, it is in a magnetic field. So north pole and south pole are there, and the conductor is rotating in a magnetic field, and the conductor is rotating in a magnetic field. There is a EMF is introducing. So that conductor rotating in a magnetic field, EMF is inducing. That is called a generator action. So that EMF is opposite to the applied voltage according to Lenz's law. So you are supplying something that field direction everything is same, and the motor direction is just opposite to that Fleming's right hand and left hand rule you are studied in the +2 classes. So that is actually generating and motor action. So generator and motor are rotating in same direction. Magnetic field is same direction, but the EMF direction will be different. So the omega m is creating according to EA, and that is feedbacking as natural. We are not measuring anything and feedbacking. So this system transfer function theta m upon EA is open loop transfer function. And that open loop transfer function is you can derive using block diagram reduction or Mason's gain formula or signal flow graph. So I think Samsar is taken block diagram reduction. So this is also one of the method you can use. So the forward path EA is there and KT by RA, and this is the only one forward path is here, and this is on feedback path. So it is a loop here. So according to Mason's gain formula, the transfer function is 1 by delta sigma k pk delta k. Here only one forward path. So P1 delta 1 divided by delta. So P1 is the forward path gain, and the delta of this forward path gain is 1. So KT by RI multiplied by these things multiplied by this is forward path P1 delta 1, and delta is 1 minus sum of individual loop gains plus sum of product of two non-touching loops, like that I think you are studied in 5th semester. So this substituting these things, the open loop transfer function theta m upon EA will be KT by RA divided by JMS plus BMS. So J is JMS and B is BM plus KT KB by RA. So this is the open loop transfer function of the system. And now you are connecting this to a load. So load having this load dynamics JLS square plus BLS, and all other things are remaining same. So you have to require extra torque. That torque also this motor has to provide. So this torque is subtracting here, and this is the motor side theta m, and that is multiplying by Nm by Ln give you theta L. That theta L, this is not 1 by JLS square plus BLS only. This is this JLS square plus BLS multiplied by Nm by Nl give you theta Lm. So this signal flow graph can be like this. So Nm by Nl the whole square, JLS square plus BLS is coming here, and you have to derive theta m upon EA. So this is the output and this is the input. Only one forward path is here also, and this is one loop and this one is another loop. So this P1 is that forward path again, P11 is loop again, and this is loop again of second one, and P1 delta 1 divided by delta, and delta is 1 minus P11 plus P12, and this open loop transfer function theta m upon EA with the load dynamics is like this. So in this lab you have to do this report. All of you are got now. This I think I mailed you and I put it in Moodle
Yes, sir,
also.
we got it.
Yeah, this is you have to do today. I think it is completing today, means you can do it next week. This derivative PAD and other PA, we can do it in next week. If it is completing, we can do all the things today itself. So in this lab report, this is the controller gain K1, and this one is K2 only, not K. We change this one to K2, and this is K upon JS plus B, and this is KTG stack generator feedback, and KP is the proportional gain constant, and this J and B, these terms are given below. So this is called P plus rate feedback. Here you are taking the rate and the proportional controller you are using. So this is called a closed loop system. Here we are measuring theta and omega m, and we are feedbacking this omega m here and theta here. So this one is actually a closed loop system. Earlier, what you are done is that KB is natural feedback only, not we are not measuring and giving back. So here you are measuring it using a tacho generator for speed and position sensor, rotary position sensor for measuring the theta. And we are feedbacking these two things here. And this one, I think that how to solve this one, you can use either signal flow graph or block diagram reduction, and you will get the equations like this. And you are equating this to omega n square upon s square plus 2 theta omega n s plus omega n square, and you will get k1 as it is and k2 as it is. So equating with the closed loop transfer function, this is actually closed loop second order transfer function. Standard definition is this one. And if you are equating this with, if you are solved this one, so you will get k1 as it is and k2 as it is. And you have to design a controller such that your damping factor is 0.6 and minus 3 dB bandwidth is 5 Hz. So what are your specification parameters for a second order system if it is in time domain? Time domain, there are two specifications. One is omega n and another one is theta. These two are time domain specifications, and you can convert all other things into theta and omega n. If you are telling something about rise time, if you are something telling about percentage overshoot, settling time, all the quantity you can convert it to on omega n and theta, because all are related to omega n and theta only. So at last, if we are having some percentage overshoot is less than something, or settling time is less than something, so you are, at last you are converting everything into omega n and theta. So you are here, you have to one is given in frequency domain specification and another one is given in time domain specification. So this omega b, you have to convert that to this omega n. Omega b is given, that you have to convert that to omega n. And this relation is omega b equal to omega n square root of these things. So this is actually you are studied, I think you are studied in 5th semester, time domain and frequency domain comparison. That time you might be gone through these things. Omega n is equal to omega b divided by these things. So omega n b is given as 5 Hz. So you have to calculate for omega n, and damping is given. So particular damping and omega n, how your system will behave. That is why you are measuring using K1 and K2. So you are design this K1 and K2. Then your P plus rate feedback is over. The P plus rate feedback controller is over. If you are doing K1 and K2, and then the KP values, that is sensor scale factor only. So these three values you are knowing means you will get a theta m desired as, this is the desired input and this is the desired output. So this you will get it as it is. So here you are giving theta c. Theta c is the desired input we are giving. So suppose you are having a motor and you have to rotate it to some 5 radians. So 5 is the input here, and the 5 you will get here. Then your system is following according to our specification. Within 2 seconds you have to settle there. Like that things we will determine. So how to give theta c? Actually theta c is actually we are giving according to the sensor only. So if you are using a 10-volt sensor, so the maximum 0 to 360 is 10 volts. Suppose if you are having so many sensors, maximum sensors are voltage sensor are 0 to 5 volt, and current sensors are 4 milliamps to 20 milliamps, most probably. So some other sensors also there, that is 10 volt capacity, 20 volt capacity, like that. So you will scale those things according to this input value. So input, you are giving you a sensor, and you are calibrating that sensor. According to that calibration, you are giving this desired input. And this Kp and Ki, K1 values, using sometimes you are using microcontroller for controlling these things. So these values are in 5 volt domain only. 5 volt domain. Here also it is in 5 volt domain. These gains you are putting it in the controller. So this one is your outside external system. These are your outside external systems. So in between you are using a power amplifier. So your 5 volt signal is coming from any board that is going to some power amplifier circuit. So I think you are in your lab courses somewhere you are using LM293 ICs. That 5 volt input is giving, and LM293 IC is converting that to 12 volt as controller. So you are using some sort of PID controllers or something to have some deflection there. So these are the parameters you are giving according to the sensor value, and you will get the closed loop system response as it is. So these are the parameter values. So J is equal to Jm plus n square into JL, and this is the damping B, and K is Kt by Ra, that is this K only. This is K2 only, and this Kb and Kt are equal, and Jm, JL, this Nm by Nl, these values you have to enter in a parameter file. These all the values. These all values you have to put it in a parameter value, and you make this block diagram in Simulink, and you whatever things we are done earlier, the configuration parameter setting and other linear analysis, from that things you have to measure these quantities omega n, k1, k2. That is the first procedure. You have to find out the omega n, k1, k2. Omega n you can find out using this equation. Here omega b is given. Omega b is in hertz only, it is given. You have to convert that hertz into radians per second. So that you have to convert, and then k1, k2 you will get it using this 1 and 2 equation. Third equation you will get omega n. So after that you have to set up the Simulink model, and from the Simulink LTA viewer is last time we are done that linear analysis point, input perturbation and output measurements. From there you will get these three values from step response analysis, because these are three are time response specifications such as peak overshoot, rise time, set-in time. Those things are time domain specifications. So if you are doing a step and a step response, you will get these three values. So rise time is 10% to 90% of the final steady state value is rise time. Settling time is 2% settling times you have to take. So that is in the 2% band where it is coming, that is called 2% settling time. So you go to the step response, right click, characteristics, this response you can get it. And the MB can minus 3 dB bandwidth, you will get it using Bode response. So again you have to do Bode response using LTA viewer. then minus 3 dB point you have to find out. So that is called minus 3 dB bandwidth, and MB is the peak values. At right click on the characteristics, you will get it. And that is the first experiment for proportional plus rate feedback. Again,
How
you
to
have
use that 3 dB?
3
Come
dB is
again.
you have to manually do it. 3 dB minus 3 dB point you have to find out, and you have to do it manually.
Okay.
And the second one is add an integral controller, that is transfer function is K by S in parallel with the proportional controller gain K1 with K is equal to K1 by 10, and repeat the procedure number 2. So you have to add one more block here, K into 1 by S, and one addition you have to do. And then the controller is proportional plus integral plus rate feedback. Proportional plus integral plus rate feedback. Then you have to repeat all these steps as in the second. And fourth procedure is you have to remove the rate feedback. That is this one you have to remove, this one, and you have to add one more KD into the transfer function. KD into S divided by 1 by S by 300 you have to add, where KD is K2 into KTG divided by KP, and you have to repeat session number 2 and fill the table. This table you have to fill.
Sir,
But
in fourth section, we need to remove that KTG.
yeah, this loop you have to remove. This is called the rate feedback loop.
Okay, completely remove.
Yeah, this one you have to remove, and you have to put this. This is in a KI parallel to that KD into that. I will tell you that time, and you have to. I think last time I have taken this one, how to implement PID. Otherwise, I will. We can do it next week. Otherwise, I will tell you in MATLAB how to do that. So you have to do these things, and this comparison you have to do. Then fill the table, and you have to submit the comments. So you have to submit the reports with these 5 procedure. This is the first procedure. This is actually 10 minutes case only. If you are doing for this, entering these things in .m file and run it, you will get all these things. And you have to apply all the things here. Then you will get all the readings. And then you have to write your comments. So this controller, P plus rate feedback, PI plus rate feedback, PID, you have to write your own comments. So these comments carries marks.
Sir, I have a doubt. We are actually giving the minus 3 dB frequency, right?
Yeah, that is the desired specification only. This is the desired specification of the system. So you are desired. So this is the one damping factor on bandwidth we are having. This bandwidth is 5 Hz bandwidth we are supposed to get from the system. This is actually desired specification. And the controller we are designed. That is K1 and K2 we are designed. And this rate feedback also we are designed. And we are applying that one. And after that we are measuring, we are getting this or not.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So suppose you sometimes this 5 Hz bandwidth you are designing, you will not get 5 Hz, you will get 4.5 only. Sometimes you will get 5.5. According to the design, this will vary. So if you are having a system that transfer function and you are applying a step response you are taking and you are getting some 4 or 5 milliseconds or 5 seconds as the settling time. So you are designing a controller to settle that things into 1 second. So you will use some controller. So that controller designed and we are implemented that. And then also we are taking the step response. Then we have to measure that one. It is getting 1 second or less or more than that one. If it is more than 1 second, then we have to redesign those things.
Sir, for our report, we have to do step response or that linear
Linear
sinusoidal?
analysis, it is actually linear system only today we are doing. So that is fine. That if you are doing for Bode means you have to supply all the sine wave and take the response. Then you have to write a code for that. That is actually time consuming. But you are using a linear analysis tool, you will get Bode by clicking on that Bode response, you will get all the things. So in this lab, you have to use only LTI viewer because you are doing it in a linear system model only. It is having non-linearities are there, but we are introducing later parts. Next lab onwards, we will introduce the non-linear parts. Because here you are doing only the linear systems. So linear system analysis means you have to do that input perturbation, output measurement, then linearize those things. Then step response and Bode response. 2 response you have to take it. And these comments you have to write it properly. So this is actually 3-page only in your report maximum. These things you need not submit anything. Only this procedure you have to this procedure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these comments you have to submit. No other things. You need not submit any of these theory parts at all. Theory parts is with you.
Sir, plots and everything?
Yeah, plots and codes you have to submit.
Okay.
Yeah, only this one parameter code will be there. So like this you have to enter a parameter. All the parameter that is available here. This JB, KT, KB, JM. So you start doing these things. You have to open this folder. So make it everything in same folder and you have to create a .m file and you enter these values and run these things. You will get K1, K2 and omega n. So omega n is calculating like this. Omega n is equal to omega b divided by square root of those things. And omega b is 5 into 2 pi. That is in hertz only it is given. So you have to multiply with 2 pi. And that K2 is
Sir?
given there. Yeah.
Everywhere we are mentioning as omega
Hello.
b is 5. Yeah, hello. Am I audible? Hello.
Hello.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah.
Everywhere we are mentioning omega b as 5 hertz, but there is also minus 3 dB bandwidth. So what is that bandwidth?
Bandwidth. So your Bode plot is, suppose this is 0 dB. And your Bode plot for a that K that DC gain is 1 means it will be like this. So second order system is like this only. So this is 0 dB. 0 dB corresponding to gain, input gain to output gain is 1. So this one is minus 3 will be coming here. This point is called, this straight line point is called here. This corresponding to this frequency, this is minus 3 dB. Corresponding that frequency is called bandwidth.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
This is minus 3 point. So 0 is here, minus 3 will be here. Straight line touching this, our response, that frequency is called minus 3 dB. So why minus 3 dB is? What is the peculiarity of minus 3 dB?
Sir, to which unit do we need to convert the 5 hertz?
Yeah, 5 hertz multiplied by 2 pi.
Okay.
That is in hertz only. You have to convert everything in SI system.
Okay.
Because all other things are, we are doing it in that way. So that also you have to convert. So what is the peculiarity of minus 3 dB? So 20 log output to input is minus 3. So you are studied these things in your
Double.
+2 course.
So some double relation is there.
Yeah, this is half power range only.
Yeah, half, yeah.
So first of all, you have to enter these parameter files and make it, and you do the first session K1, K2 and omega n. Okay. So you start doing that. So parameter you are entered.
Sir, 2 more minutes. Sir.
Sir,
Okay.
sir, I have a doubt in that block diagram, sir. Uh,
Yeah, this one.
Sir, is that theta m feedback loop, is that unity feedback, sir?
Theta m is the output of the motor shaft.
No, sir, that feedback loop, is it unity feedback or some that KP
Yeah.
should also?
A KP is keep it in forward loop.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, here you are applying not applying EA here.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So here you are applied EA only in this here this block diagram. Here you are applying EA and you are measuring theta m.
Okay, sir.
So theta m measured and this EA is input means that is called a voltage input. That voltage is corresponding to the motor capacity. If the motor is running for some 12 volt motor, that 12 volt you have to give. This theta is corresponding to that is feedback is taken. That is 5 volt range only.
Okay, sir.
So here, whatever you are doing, you have to multiply this theta corresponding. If you are measuring, if you are giving 12 volt, it will sense a position to 0 to 180 degree. Suppose.
Okay.
So if you are giving 12 volt, means it will move to 180 degree. So that 180 degree is not knowing here.
Okay, sir.
Here what we are doing is, according to this 180, here also you are giving a 180 corresponding to some voltage. That is 5 volt you are giving. So 5 volt means 180. So if you need 90 degrees only, you have to give here 2.5 only. So this sensor scale factor is in forward loop. This Kp is in forward loop. This is converting this theta to EA corresponding value. So this, if you are keeping it in feedback path also, the theta is multiplied by Kp, that corresponding to EA.
Okay, sir.
So morning session it is in Kp is in feedback loop, I think. That time you are supplying a voltage EA only. Here we are corresponding to that theta, you are supplying a theta corresponding value of voltage. That is controlled voltage only you are applying, and control voltage is directly going to power amplifier. That power amplifier gain you are setting to Kp, then it is equal to EA, you will get it. So this Kp is in forward path.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So the KTG value we have to take 0.1.
KTG is given 0.1 only, na?
In MATLAB it is not defined.
A KTG 0.1.
Okay.
It is defined in this MATLAB file. KTG will be there. This one.
Okay.
So after we do that,
After you are done these things, you can create the Simulink model as this model. This model, na? You try to do it. This is actually a summation block, and this is a gain block Kp. K1 is gain block, K2 is gain block, KTG also gain block. This is a transfer function block, and this is a integrator, and this is a summer.
so for the signal, what should we give? The theta c?
Theta c, you have to apply a step input.
Step input, okay.
So you are applying, it is a linear system in, so on you are giving unity step input or 10 volt also, it will give the response will be same. If you are measuring this raise time settlement, everything will be same. If
Okay.
it is a linear system, if it is the linearity we are removing, then that is the different case. So the theta c you can add here either sine wave or step, any input you give there, but you are not doing here. LTA viewer only you are doing. So this line you right click and make it linearized point input perturbation. So if you are doing it in sine wave step or some impulse or something also, it will not take here. It will supply here from the linearized model. The linearization there, if you are using step means that point, this point, it will supply step and a measure output from here. So if you are done this MATLAB file, you run it, and what are the values of omega n you are getting, K1, K2 you are getting, you tell me.
Sir, what is that capital K?
Capital K is KT by RA.
Okay, okay.
Hello. Sir, I'm getting omega n as 27.36. Hello.
Yeah, same dude.
Sir, can just verify.
I'm getting 25.9.
How? Hello, sir.
Hello?
Sir, can you confirm the omega values?
K1 is
Okay, K1.
19.50.
K1 is 19.5077. K2 is 0.95. Okay, sir.
9538 omega n is 27.36.
7.36. Yes, sir.
So anybody having some doubts on this?
Sir, can you repeat the K2 value?
K1 is 19.5077. This one, K1 and K2. K2 is 0.9538 and omega n is 27.36. If you are completed these things, you can convert that block diagram into Simulink file. So you can separate it and do it. I am combining this K1 and KP here, multiplication. So you can use two blocks also, no problem. Here I multiplied these two things, K1 and KP. Here K2 and KTG multiplied. So you can do like this, or you can two gain blocks you can like cascade together also you can do.
Sir, can you show the parameter file?
A parameter file is here. So if you are not getting that omega n value, you might not be in that 5 into 2 pi. This omega b, that is only difference from that given nodes. Other things are same.
Sir, in which option was the block?
Which one?
The numerator by denominator by
Transfer
signal
function.
routing. Okay.
Transfer function is in continuous. Otherwise, you double click on this one and transfer function.
Sir, got it.
These four are gains: K1, Kp, K2, K2G, and this is in transfer function block.
So the output. Okay.
What? Hello?
We have to use that two workspace for the output, right, sir?
In somehow you are not using those things. You are only using that linear analysis.
Okay.
You can use any other scope or something.
Okay, sir.
Scope or to workspace also fine. But today you are not using those scope. This Y and D are you not using. Only that linear analysis.
So we don't need to have the Y and TM.
Yeah, if you want you can do it. That mux blocks also not required. Either one scope you can give output because you have to take that line.
No.
The output line you have to take it out as output measurement, and input line you have to make input perturbation. So you have to use either step sign or a ramp or anything because you are taking that point. So before that one block is required for that, and after this scope either you can use to workspace option or scope.
Sir, where was the gain?
Gain is in math operations. Math operations. This summer block also and gain are available in math operations.
So we have to directly give these values, no? Kp, K1.
Yeah, because you are running these things in MATLAB now, this will be in this workspace. So this workspace, everything will be there. So these values will be directly taken to Simulink. So if you want to change something now, only that parameter file you have to change. You need not come here and change.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes you will miss something, means that will create some problem. So you enter in the parameter, use variables here.
So how did we reverse that gain thing? Gain triangle?
Control I.
Control I. Otherwise, control R 2 times. Rotation is control R. Control I is flip block.
So we need to give step input or sign input.
Yeah, if you are giving step and sign also, it doesn't matter because you are doing the linearization. So you have to select this line, right click on that line, linear analysis point, input perturbation, linear analysis point, input perturbation. Here, linear analysis point here. After the 1 by S, output measurement.
So do we have to change that modeling settings?
Yeah,
OD?
settings you have to change.
Yes.
That is Control E you have to press. Otherwise, press this model configuration parameter. Fixed step size is 0.001 and ODE 4. Rangakutta.
Sir,
Yeah.
from the source, we put the input perturbation, right, sir?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right click on that line, linearization point, input perturbation. And after on by S, right click on that line, output measurement. And the solver you have to choose fixed step ODE 4.001.
Sir, after integrator linear, can you say that option once again?
Right click on this line, linear analysis point, output measurement.
Okay.
Sir, where is integrator?
Integrator is in math toolbox. Mathematical operations.
Sir, I am not seeing any big difference in output if I change the parameters also, like input perturbation point. Even if I keep it or not, output is nearly same, sir.
Yeah, that will be same because every system is linear only.
Okay.
So if you are having a non-linear system and linearizing, that will be different.
Mm.
This is actually non-linear system linearization is you are doing.
Mm.
But non-linear system means it will linearize that one. That entire system, it is linearized to these 2 points. Between these 2 points, it will linearize the model. If you are giving a linear system, then linearization also same only. If you are linearizing or non-linearizing, it will be same. So for our purpose, so Bode and step response we have to take it. So Bode means you have to give, for Bode the input is A sin omega t, and omega is varying from very low value to very high value. So that,
Sir, how to give the Bode response, sir? Can you say once again that?
yeah, go to analysis. Analysis, control design, linear analysis.
Okay.
So this analysis button you press it, then here control design, and then linear analysis.
Okay, sir. Here one option is there, sir, like Bode. Should I take that thing?
Yeah, click on that Bode. Then Bode response will come. And from that you have to find out -3 dB.
Yes, sir. It is taking time.
Yeah, that will take time. For mesh, if you are done up to this, The input perturbation and the output measurement. Go
Yes,
to
sir.
analysis, control design, linear analysis.
Sir, I got this
So
body
repeat that.
diagram, sir. How to take here minus 3 dB thing and how to get that frequency?
That minus 3 dB point, you have to, that cursor is there now.
Oh, like that.
Move that cursor and zoom it. Minus 3 dB point, you will get it corresponding frequency you take.
So what should we do in the linear analysis tool first?
Yeah, analysis, control design, linear analysis. Then first you do step response.
Okay.
So this window will be coming after linear analysis in tool. Click on this step. You will get the step response for the system between those input perturbation and output measurement.
Ooh la la.
Sir, where we get that black integrator?
Integrator is available in math toolbox, a continuous block.
Okay.
Continuous block.
Yeah.
So after we get the graph, how do we get the rise time and all that stuff?
Right click on that white space available. Characteristics.
Oh, okay.
Sir, I am not able to zoom the body plot.
Same thing with me, sir. Can you do that thing also?
Yeah. So this model configuration parameter, everyone is done now.
Yes, sir.
So this is the step response you are getting.
Yes, sir.
Right click on this one, characteristics, peak response, rise time, settling time. You can find out. And in body response.
Sir, how to find out those coordinates, sir, those points, those dots things in this graph?
You right click on this one.
I'm clicking, sir, but it is, yeah, it is showing, sir.
Yeah, characteristics. So this is the body response. So you click here.
Sir, can you show where you showed put that output perturbation?
Sir, my step
Here.
response is different from yours.
Click on this line. Linear analysis point, output measurement. This
Excuse me,
line.
sir.
Yeah.
My step response graph is slightly different from yours. Is that okay, sir?
Yeah, whatever you are getting, you just, I think I might be done some mistake. Okay, upon base, yeah. Yeah, because my step response is up to 3 seconds only, 0.3 seconds only.
Okay.
Your might be up to 10 seconds.
So
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that might be the difference.
Sir, maybe you can tell the peak overshoot value. We can check with that.
Yes, sir, we can check that
Then
also.
same only for you people also.
Mine is 9.48, sir.
Yeah, this one is 9.48.
%.
Yeah, peak amplitude is 1.09. Overshoot
Yes, sir.
9.48. So that is difference is only that my time scale is less, your time scale is more.
Oh.
So you click on this one here somewhere, this plot. So you will get,
Sir, mine is approximately same, sir. Almost for 3
Yeah.
decimal, -3 decimal.
then you can zoom this one. Zoom option is there.
Sir, my peak overshoot is coming at 23.5%.
That is wrong only.
Oh God.
Okay, you are
Harris,
getting,
did you check your gain? Means both the gains. Like you have just copy paste, no? So just check your values you have changed or not. I forgot to do that just now.
Sir.
Yeah.
You have given input as sine wave and I have given input as steps, sir. But
No
the
problem.
values are almost same, sir. Why, sir, like that for you and for me?
This is, I told you, na, this step sine wave, it will not take it. It will supply step input here, this point.
Okay.
This line, it will step input, it will give. It measure output from here. And between this input is step means step response you will get.
Okay.
That is why I am giving. That is
So
why I am
irrespective
how
of
we can check?
the what, sir?
Yeah, irrespective of your input, whatever inputs, what you are given, linear analysis doing between these 2 points, it will linearize and it will plot the step input, step response. So if you are doing Bode response, what is the input?
I have given step as the input, sir. Nearly 5.
Yeah, step as the input, then how you get Bode?
I am getting, sir, Bode step.
Yeah.
Step.
How you are getting? What is the meaning of Bode? What is the meaning of Bode?
I don't know, sir.
Yeah, Bode response, what is the input?
It will vary.
We have to vary it.
Range.
Yeah, Bode response, the input is sine wave only. This is also called as sinusoidal response. So input is sine wave, and we are changing the frequency from very low value to very high value.
Sir, but still I am getting Bode response also, sir.
Yeah, there in MATLAB, that input perturbation point, it is applying a sine wave.
Okay.
And that is changing frequency from lower value to higher value. And
Yes,
the
sir.
output is measuring, and it is taking this magnitude 20 log output to input, and frequency is sin omega t plus phi. That phi is calculating argument values. It is calculating from that one, and it is plotting with respect to frequency omega in this scale and amplitude here and phase here.
Yes, sir.
Sir, how to change that settling per time percentage? Like, what is the default value?
Which one?
Settling time percentage that we are giving, no, 2%, 5%.
Yeah, this MATLAB is creating only 2% value.
Okay, sir.
So that is the calculation and everything in they are done is 4 by theta omega in only. Settling time.
Sir, actually, I'm also getting my peak overshoot percentage as 23.5, same as Harris. I don't know what the mistake is.
So you share your screen.
कोई देख कुछ ना वो अप डाउन में गलत किया होगा मतलब स्मॉलर स्टेप.
You share your screen.
Yeah, these values actually matched.
Yeah.
Like the workspace values, I think they are matching, sir. K, can you just check, sir?
B value is.
Yeah, K1, K2 are correct.
Yeah.
K1, K2 are correct. Omega n is correct. Theta 0.6. AI.
Just show your that block diagram.
Yeah, just a minute.
KI was different.
Can you just tell the KI that you got?
7.97, 10 power 3.
Rather, we didn't use KI yet, right?
Yeah, K is not using for this one.
Yeah, we are not using K.
Okay. Sir, can you just check the block diagram?
Can you expand this one, the feedback gain?
Yeah.
That is.
It should be K2.
K2 into K2G.
No.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, thank you.
So you are right click on this one, characteristics peak response, and this is called that mpeak. Mpeak is this one, and your -3 dB is, you can just go this line and put it -3, and you will get -3 dB frequency. That converted to hertz means that is you have to submit. So vary, click on this line and vary it.
Hello.
Hello.
Sir, in my case, this analysis is where the value is 1 cross 1, I'm getting 2 cross 1. So there are two plots.
So you share your screen. Yeah, you go to your Simulink file. Your Simulink file. Yeah, you are, that output measurement is you are given after the mux. So that is a problem. You right click on that line and change it. You have to give after 1/s only. So it is having two input. There you click it.
Sir, for mpeak, we do peak response on the body plot, right, sir?
Yeah, peak response of the water plot.
Okay.
So now you are trying that one, you will get only 1 cross 1.
So, and how do you find the 3 dB bandwidth again?
Yeah, you have to just vary this. You have to click here in this line and vary it to -3 dB magnitude.
Okay.
So click here and vary this one. You are getting -3.
Sir, my body plot is coming in the positive magnitude.
Positive magnitude is meaning that you are that omega n square divided by square plus 2 theta omega n, that omega n square value is higher. That is numerator is higher. That numerator is higher means you have to check your this model K1, Kp, K values. Your K1 is 19.50.
Yes, sir.
K is Kt by Ra only you are taken.
Yes, sir.
That is 0.0210.
Yes, sir.
Then that should be that you check with your K2.
K2 is 0.9538.
Yeah, this your block diagram is right like this. Now K2 into KTG. KTG is 0.1, K1, KP. This K.
Sir, KTG is 0.1. Yes, my block diagram is also there only.
Yeah,
No, did you change the signs of the adders?
This plus
Yes,
minus,
it
this
is
plus minus.
plus minus only, sir.
Then you share your
Sir,
screen.
I'll share my screen. Sir, this is what I made.
Yeah. What is this Z? Is it in Z domain only, not in frequency domain?
Okay.
You are doing it in
Yes, sir, I'll correct.
digital control system you are doing.
Okay, I'll change that. Okay. Wow.
Sir, how do we find the peak value and everything? Settling time.
That you are doing your step response only, na? Step response only, na? Hello?
Sir.
Yeah, step response. Right click on this white space, characteristics. This is peak response, settling time, rise time. You click on these things, you will get it. And you go and check it in this blue button is there. So you will get all the values.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Sir, meanwhile, you can show us how to put that integrator and differentiator.
Yeah, this is actually P plus rate feedback. So next one is KP and KI and one order you have to use. So this KP and this K1 is proportional gain in parallel with this proportional gain. So in parallel with this proportional gain. So an integral controller Ki into 1 by S is in parallel with the proportional controller gain K1 and the Ki value is K1 by 10 and repeat the measurement. So you have to add here a gain Ki is equal to K1 by 10 and one more integrator, and you have to enlarge this adder block. So enlarging that adder block means double click on that adder block and add one more plus here. So and you just enlarge it, then you will get this one, and you have to patch up this one. So you make a new model, copy paste these things and do a new model, and you can do like this. This is called proportional plus integral plus rate feedback. This proportional gain is here, integrator is here, and right feedback also here. So what is the use of integrator and other things? I think next class R will take, otherwise I will take it. So what is the use of PI controller?
It's it converges more quickly.
Yeah, the integrator is adding, then the steady state error will be 0. The transient response of the system will not affect it. Steady state values, it will clear it. That is the addition of integrator it will do. It will not affect the transient response. The steady state response, it will clear it. So this one you have to do PI part, PI plus right feedback. If you are finished, then you can do PI plus right feedback. If you are not finished, you can do this.
So my step response is not as same as yours. It's not decreasing.
Sir, can you explain how to find the M peak?
Sir, should we put the step response graphs in the report?
How did you get the points over there, sir?
Sir, you have muted yourself.
So in these points, right click on this one, characteristics.
Should we include the step response and Bode plot in the
Yeah,
report?
you can include it. So this step plot will be this one. You can just legend if you want, you can make it, and you can use this print preview command or save option, and you can save it as PDF or you can use any figure file, EPS or something. The print to figure option you can use.
Sir, in my step response, the value is not getting down. It keeps on increasing.
Yeah, you are getting these values. These values you are getting.
No, sir, it's not decreasing. It's still here only. Like it's still in the increasing part.
So yeah, 1 minute. So if you are printed to figure, it will come like this window, this file and save format it will ask, and you can save any format you want. The save
Okay,
button
sir.
is here.
So we have to include the block diagram.
Block diagram is not required. You can send those files.
Okay.
So can you share your screen, Nidhi? So your your block diagram parameter values are having some problem. Go to the parameter values. Yeah, omega n is there. Your block diagram. This is not one. This after the first summer, that is not one.
Sir, can you show PI block diagram?
Sir, what is the difference between add or sum? These
Both
two
are
things are.
same only.
Then why they are different, sir, in terms of shape here?
You can make it any shape.
You can write a mail to MATLAB and ask them.
No, you can make it any shape.
Sir,
Okay, sir.
This sum
After adding the
block having one more, this one that you remove it, it will become this square.
So after adding the integrator, actually the overshoot and the other time values haven't changed significantly. Is that correct?
Yeah, it will only that the transient response won't change much. Steady state values which will change.
Okay.
Sir, but like my peak overshoot was 9.48 in percent in the P and rate, and for after adding integrator it becomes 9.99.
Yeah, that it slightly change only that
Yeah,
integrate
same.
value. So if you are having a summer like this, double click on this one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is having this side. This plus and 1 is there. This you remove it. So it will change this way where it is coming this plus and minus sign. And the shape is round that is mentioned on the top. This round you can make it rectangular. And it will be rectangular only.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, can you show how to do PID?
PID is remove this part. K2 into KTG. And here
Yes, sir.
KD into S by plus 300 and this minus you make it plus.
Okay, sir. Sir, can you show the graphs for PID?
PAD or PD?
PID setup.
Sir, where can we find numerator by denominator function?
That is the transfer function only.
Okay. Sir, like where is it available in library, sir?
Yeah, continuous blocks.
Okay.
It's actually on transfer function only.
Sir, what are these numerator and denominator for this differentiator values?
Differentiator value is this one. This KD is outside. So yes, yes is there, and 1 plus S by 300. How to enter is there? Yes.
Coefficient.
Numerator 1, 0. Denominator is
1 by 300 plus
1.
1.
1 by 300, 1.
Sir, I entered a new KD in numerator, sir. KD 0, like that I entered. Will there be any
Yeah,
difference?
that also fine. KD into S plus numerator. So it will be showing KD only.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, KD you can separate it as again numerator 1, 0, and denominator is 1 by 300, 1. And this is not minus, this is plus only. The rate feedback, it should be feedback path minus. It is actually D is P plus I plus D only. So this is plus.
Sir, in this derivative, the integral gain will be removed.
No. P plus proportional plus integral plus derivative. So three things also will be here. First one is proportional plus rate feedback. Second is P plus I plus rate feedback. So that rate feedback is in these two places, rate feedback is there. And third case, that rate feedback we are removing and we are putting a differentiator. So that differentiator is adding as a plus, and P and I will be there. So proportional is this one, and integrator is this one, and derivative path is this one. And these are summing.
Sir, can you tell your MPeak value?
Peak value. For PAD.
Yes, sir.
0.592.
Sir, can you show the minus 3 dB value also?
Yeah, same, sir. Same, sir.
Sir, here we get 35, right? But we designed it using 31. So how can we, make sure that the output is finally equal to the design value?
That is the comments you have to write. Here there is some sixth section is there. Give your comments on
Sir,
performance.
if you give it now, we'll give it back to you. Don't worry, sir.
After that, I will tell you. So all of you are submitting now. After that, I will tell you.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir, how to give the derivative block, sir? And
Derivative blocks, that is only a transfer function block.
means in the numerator we are having yes, right?
Yeah, numerator is having this yes and 0. So 1, 0 you have to give as numerator. Denominator is 1 by 300, 1. So all of you are done.
Yes, sir.
So those who are completed, they can submit the reports by next week.
Hello, sir. What is the submission date?
Submission date is today is 28. So
In the model, it was given September 13.
yeah, that is I am given up to 2 weeks time. So how much time you required for this one?
Sir, should we just send the report or include MATLAB codes?
Codes you can submit it to that report you submit in Moodle. Codes you submit it that mail ID is given now. Hello?
So would it be better if we submit all of it in email itself with part,
Yeah,
your
you,
part there?
No, this Moodle that report only you can submit, I think. Otherwise, that size will be having some problem. Other things you can submit in that mail. Something is there, I will check it in from that mail.
Sir, can you show the transfer function for PI with rate feedback?
PI plus rate feedback is. Yeah, this is PI plus rate feedback. Only this summer block you are adding, and on gain and on integrator you are adding from here to here. So proportional gain, this path is extra you are adding. This is P plus I. Integrator is K multiplied by 1 by S. So this you are adding to this error signal. This is the error signal coming here. That one path is going as proportional, other one is integrating and going there. So and rate feedback is coming from here. This PI plus rate feedback.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, your attendance having some problem, I think, because the Moodle we cannot create this lab, that first ever separate session and other separate session. So whatever we are entering in iCampus now, we will take care of that.
Sir, how do we enter our attendance in iCampus?
No, we have to, you are not supposed to enter. We have to enter there.
But so in Moodle, it was showing that I was absent in one of the class.
Yeah, you are
One out
that.
of five class.
No, your one session, lab session is in Monday and another one is in Friday. You are
Oh,
attending for one class only. Another class you will be absent.
okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So that is for all people like that only it will come. But when we are entering in iCampus now,
Okay,
this
sir. We will take
iCampus
care of
that
that.
option is there. That section wise we can enter for lab. So in Moodle that creating that, I think from admin they have to do. Moodle administration though they have to segregate these things.
Can you show the result for the PID?
PID result is here.
So, sir, if we're done, can we go, sir? Or
Where? Yeah, if you are completed, you can leave. You submit the reports by next week. These are the values. So those who are completed, they can leave. No problem.
Sir, by next Friday, we have to submit the report.
Yeah, if you are, everyone is having any other. Yeah, now I think you don't have any report submission or assignments. Then you can submit next week itself.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Happy Onam, sir. Happy Onam.
And Nani, you are super, na?
Yeah, thank you, sir.
So MATLAB file, we have to send it now or afterwards?
Yeah, report while you are submitting, you submit those MATLAB codes to that mail ID.
Sir, will you send that mail ID? You are sending us some PDFs, right? To that mail ID, it is okay, right?
Yeah, that mail ID only.
Okay, sir.
Sir, how can we construct